Now then, gentlemen, this is part 3 of our Springbank, what do you call it, Odyssey tasting?
Who knows? Millennium Series deep dive.
Indeed, I like it. So this is their Millennium collection, 6 bottlings, sort of released at the turn of the millennium, starting with a 25-year-old, which was released in 1998, culminating in a 50-year-old, which was released in 2001 or so. This third instalment is a 35-year-old expression, which I think is the darkest of a lot, actually, which suggests, obviously, long aging, we know that for sure, but perhaps kind of very active oak casks as well. Ross's is bottled at 46%.
Yes, this is also 46%.
I think, I know some of the later ones are kind of 40%. For such a big, complex spirit like Springbank, is strength of 46 plus, is that required to kind of maintain that balance, do you think?
Really, I mean, again, the traditional bottling strength from 1916 was 40% alcohol, or 70 degrees imperial proof.
Yes, yeah.
But nowadays it's a bit low. You lose an awful lot of character bottling at lower strength. So it's desirable. 46 eggs, a good bottling strength. Unfortunately, if I'm right, the later 3 that we're going to look at are down to about 41. 42.
Between 40 and 41%.
So we'll see.
We'll see what it's like. I think what I'm looking for, what I'm hoping for in this whiskey, is for it to still have maintained that dirty Campbeltown, that peat. But it's one of those things. After 35 years, it may have dissipated beyond that kind of character. But I'm excited for this because I love the 30-year-old. And
I love the 25 as well. They're all very good so far. We've had a nightmare with corks.
We have.
Ross, you've had a nightmare, so let's continue that nightmare.
Yeah,
you
let's
can open
do it.
this one as well.
So straight away, it's not gonna go.
No,
I can see that it's coming apart.
I wonder whether, because it's not obviously bottled, year 2000, give or take.
Yeah.
It's had 20-25 years as it is, which is a long time. But for them to be failing this badly, I wonder whether it's because it's a smaller bottle.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to say. So this.
It's hard to say how it's been stored. It comes in a presentation box, beautiful presentation box.
I thought it might have been stored. The box might be stored up like that and it's dried out, but it hasn't. You see, it's been obviously.
It looks to me like the bottom half of all the corks have been very wet, and the top halves are very dry. But actually, I don't feel too bad about this. I think I can maybe get this one. I have managed to work out something. It's not a total disaster. Pretty close. Pretty close. So let's have.
Should be served with a tea strainer. Thanks, Ross. Well, now we've got a bit of beading here. Now you see that's pretty good. That's strength. Do you see the in the cap? Look at it's holding its bead.
It's really maintaining it.
That's telling age. That's saying age. But it's also saying that it's a relatively high strength, but it's not.
What do we think of the nose? Very indulgent.
Yeah.
It's slightly vegetal. I'm thinking. I tell you what it reminds me of. It's ashy, and slightly vegetal, and I'm reminded of Neeps.
Okay.
Turnip lantern.
Okay.
Do you know? Halloween.
I do. There's certainly a slight green. The cask is big. There's wood as well, and there's an oakiness.
Are we getting that sort of classic salinity that you often find with Campbeltown drams, or is it a bit too wood?
I don't think it's as classic as the 30 years old.
There is some sweetness on the nose as well, kind of presenting itself for me as kind of maybe slight licorice notes. But
it's very nice. I must say,
it smells.
We haven't yet tasted it.
Smells great.
It's very nice, complex.
Yeah, loads going on. We'll give this a try.
quite dry. I wonder if that might be European oak. Is it dry enough? It's not uncomfortably tannic.
Yeah, the front of the palate is obviously far sweeter than the finish. It does remind me of these kind of old European oak, even Macallan or Glendronach expressions that does have that kind of. It's not incredibly savoury, although it is drying.
Yeah.
I feel like whiskies like this are almost my sort of guilty pleasure because I love that flavour profile, but you lose so much of that.
Yeah.
Like this could be kind of any distillery, any region.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
You are right. Old whiskies, they kind of grow together. It's very, I think that, has it retained much Campbeltown character?
I would say, unfortunately, in this circumstance, especially in comparison to the 30, the cask is actually a little bit more dominant on the palate here than the previous two expressions.
And it's got a very slightly bitter finish. Well, no, actually, I'm thinking an aftertaste of cordage, Hessian, Buncloths. I mean, it's certainly showing its age, but in a pleasant way, you know.
And interesting. I mean, all three of these have been incredibly different so far up to this point.
They have.
Are we now getting to the point where the age is becoming slightly more significant than the spirit?
I almost feel like I wish we were going the opposite direction. I love try at 21 and at 18, and you know, I feel this is becoming. I mean, it's complex.
Yeah, and as you say, it's still a guilty pleasure. It's indulgent. It is. It's a high quality active cask, is what we're tasting here. But yeah, how much distillery characteristics coming through? I think, unfortunately, quite little.
Yeah.
Whereas the nose was maybe offering a bit
as we
more.
said, this I think is the darkest of the series. So hopefully this will be the end of our concerns about the cask being dominant and losing that amazing Springbank character. But it's a good whiskey. Yeah. Indulgent, decadent, but not quintessentially Campbelltown.
I'm with you there. A pleasure to try it.
Yeah, good fun.
And again, let's leave a little bit and we'll see what we think.
It's opening up, you see, it's getting that lovely aged character, the Hessian, the Buncloth, the sandalwood possibly, in the development, and Demerara sugar, or no, crystalline sugar rather. Leave a little bit and we can do a comparative.
Yeah. Well, cheers, gentlemen.
I know. Lovely, but not the best for me so far.
On to the 40-year-old.
Yeah, let's do it.
If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Bevvy content. We want to hear what you think, your best whiskey experiences, the whiskies you want us to try. It's a really exciting journey we're on, so make sure to join us. Download the Bevvy app on Google Play and App Store to keep track of your whiskey journey, connect with your whiskey friends, keep track of your favourites, anything you could ever want to do with whiskey, all in one place. It's the definitive whiskey companion.